And first, I'd like to, I think there's a lot of things that I'd like to share with you, and that's also the people from CDO would want to share. But I'm going to start off with a personal note. It's maybe why I joined this project, or why I'm endorsing Holiday the Premium Cut Ham. For me, it's very important, especially since I'm a chef, is to work with quality ingredients. And as a chef, there's a saying is the best way to cook well is to source the best ingredients you can find. And I'm very strict with what I endorse. And when I met our friends from CDO, we had talked about what makes their ham so special. And all these things that I'm about to show you is actually the reason why I'm endorsing CDO. Because in my mind, after listening to them and comparing also, it's for me, it's really the best ham for Christmas. Alright, so great. Alright, so let's get started. I'll just clear my board here for a bit. And let's open up our hams first. So first things first, let's open up this thing called brand X. Brand X. Did someone say brand X? Okay. Any clue? No. All I know is brand X. It's not brand Y, it's brand X. And so let's take a look. I'm going to open it up. And the best thing is to find out the difference in ham is to actually compare. It's the same thing with wine, it's the same thing with burgers, everything. It's a good way is to compare. So as I open it up, okay, you can see. What does it look like? Meat. I mean, it does, but anyway, if you take a look at it right from the start, right now, or just by itself here in the chopping board, you can probably can't tell whether it's really good or not. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to open our Holiday, our premium cut ham, and then automatically, I think you will see the difference. All right. Okay. Parang class ito someone has to answer. Alright, so now let's take a look. Take a look now. I'm just going to wipe the sauce out of this one, the special sauce out of this one, so you can see the ham better. How does it look? Aside from the size, someone said malaki. Oh, mas malaki nga. But I mean, the weight is probably not so much of an issue. It's also the quality that's the issue. Now, I would say that the color is different. But there's something very evident. Can you see it? Can you see it from where you are? The net mark. The net mark. Very good. All right. This is actually one major reason why I endorse the Holiday ham. It's first they told me, you know, our ham is the only ham that's cooked in ham net, and the evidence of being cooked in ham net is of course the net mark of the ham. And of course, obviously the first question I asked, what's the significance of cooking in ham net? Now, they told me that meat kasi is not all the same. When you get ham, you want to get it from the whole hind leg of pork. Meaning to say, buo siya na karne na hindi siya chop. Now, cooking in ham net signifies that it's made from whole meat ham versus other hams that are not cooked in ham net, they're chopped up ham that's stuck together with extenders. And for me, what that says is, they can get the pork, or non-pork, from anywhere of the animal, diba? They can get it from here, there. In other words, the first word that comes to my mind is scrap. Diba? They're probably producing something else, and then they have the scrap. They decide to stick it all together with extenders, or transglutaminase, and then make it into a ball and sell it as ham. Okay, that's not something I would endorse. But this one, since it's a whole meat ham, the evidence in the ham net, and the significance of that in the flavor is that you get natural flavor, which for me is very important. When in the kitchen we make natural stock, we make natural sauces, natural everything. We don't buy, or me in particular, I don't buy pre-prepared stuff. I use things that are closest to nature, and when it's a whole meat of ham, or something that's made from the whole meat, you get 100% natural flavor. And plus, it's also when you cook it, I don't know, when you cook it, try this at home. You cook it, you slice it, and you press down a little bit. You can see that the juiciness is really there. You can really see it. Super set up. Super set up. All right. Is that good? Very good. All right. Well, that's also that comes from the heart. No problem. Now, I'm going to put this aside. Can I ask someone to get this out of here, please? Somebody. Thank you. Nakasira kasi ng araw eh. It's true. Cooking, like I said, cooking is very much part of having good ingredients. Now, I'm going to go through this recipe really quick. It's very simple. And first, let me put my gloves on. Can you name my gloves on? I'll put my gloves right now. There are plenty of ways to cook ham. The most common way is probably to slice it, to save dito natin, let's fry it. Me in particular, that's my favorite way because it's the easiest and the fastest. However, when you're celebrating special occasions, hence it's Christmas food, sometimes, especially if it's for dinner, you want to prepare ham in a better way. So the second most common way to prepare ham is to glaze it. Usually we like pineapple sauce, molasses, barbecue sauce, etc., and cook it in the oven. Don't worry, what I'm cooking here is not the same as the salad that you're going to eat. Okay, and I believe the staff of the wonderful Chef Laura Bell prepared that for you. Alright, so first things first, let's take a look at the ham. Net marks, special sauce, makes it good. The combination of savory and sweet. And there you go. You can see that that's made from whole egg ham. It's not like on a little puzzles or mosaic because they're a natural product. So for this particular recipe, I like to slice it really thin. Actually, as thin as you possibly can. Let's cut 5 slices. Yes. Okay, sorry. I have to slice the other one I was baked. But anyway, at least you can see this. Off there. Now once it's baked, that's the thing, the juices will be more pronounced. Yeah, it's much softer to slice. So we're going to slice that thinly. And for me, I think there's a good proportion of fat to lean meat. If it's too fatty, you don't want them too fatty, but if there's too little fat, it's normal ham, so it stays dry. The beautiful thing about the ham with fat on top is when it's cooked, as the fat melts, you can see it protect the meat and making it, maintain its juiciness rather than drying out. Alright. Beautiful. Juiciness. You see it's shiny? That's its natural juices there, which makes it really delicious. So next up, thank you, Chef. My hands are dirty. Or should I say full of special sauce? Good. Alright, so here we're going to layer it out on the platter. 1, 2, and 3. And then another tip is when you lay out your ham, you want to lay it out in the same way that you cut it, meaning to say all the fat is still on one side. You don't want yung kabaja, yung gumigil, it looks still like it came from the hole. So that's a very good presentation tip. Now I'm just going to ask, okay, I'm going to change my chopping. Thank you. Now, while I'm waiting for the chopping board, we can go for the ingredients in it. Alright, first things first is mixed greens. Now, salad, salad with ham. It's usually it's fried, but what I wanted to do today is to share with you something healthier. So I wanted to make a salad with ham. And one very important tip when cooking salad, thank you very much, and pairing it with ham, is that you want to slice the ham very thin, because if you slice it thick, the salad, which has not a lot of flavor, thank you, will, will lose its identity if you compare it with a big thick piece of meat. So you want a delicate piece of meat full of flavor with salad, good balanced ingredients. So aside from the salad, other ingredients are an apple. I'm just going to slice it. I'm going to slice half. Alright, do that there. And then the next is we're going to get some red cabbage, just to mix for the salad greens, because in the salad greens are soft leaf. Red cabbage, when it's, okay, red cabbage, when you mix it in the salad greens, it adds a nice crunchy component. And that's why a lot of us love coleslaw, because it's crunchy and it's cold. So that's what we're going to use the red cabbage for. Beauty. Alright, so next up, very simple salad. For our other ingredients, here we have a combination of balsamic and olive oil, which will be our dressing. Some pesto for garnish, chopped cranberries since it's Christmas. Thank you, Chef. And pine nuts for added crunch. So what we're going to do is really, really simple. All we're going to do is we're going to cut up our lettuce. We're going to cut it really small. Because when you make a salad with ham, you don't want to cover up the ham, you want to show off the ham. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it small and put like a line of salad in the middle. Alright. Beautiful. Now next up we're going to get our vinaigrette. Just drizzle a little bit on top. Not so much. Usually as tips for making vinaigrette, you have 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar. Me, I like 5 parts oil to 1 part vinegar because I like the salad taste to come out. Then we're going to garnish with our dried cranberries, pine nuts, we're going to put our apples also in the green. And that's so simple. And then we're going to finish with a little bit more dressing on the plate.